David Ewer had been in Bali for less than 24 hours when two bombs ripped through the popular nightclub district of Kuta, shattering hundreds of lives. It was late on Saturday, October 12, 2002. Mr. Ewer, then a 22-year-old car salesman from Ballarat, was partying with his then-girlfriend at Paddy's pub. It was his first trip overseas and the couple were on the dance floor of the club, which was popular with young tourists, all unaware they were to be part of a deadly terror attack on the West. Today marks 15 years since Mr. Ewer's life, and those around him, irrevocably changed when followers of Jemaah Islamiyah, an extremist Islamic group, unleashed mass murder. At exactly 11:05 p.m. on that night, a suicide bomber detonated a device inside his backpack on the packed dance floor, triggering panic and a mass stampede out of the nightclub to safety. Those who managed to escape the carnage inside the club would then become targets for a larger car bomb in a Mitsubishi van stationed in the streets near Paddy's pub and the neighboring Sari club. There was no warning, the now 37-year-old dad tells 9.com.au, recalling the moment of the first blast. You panic a little bit and try and remain calm. My old man was in the police force, so he would always tell me to just take a few seconds to take it in. His calm approach ended up helping save the lives of its 6 people that night, including his former partner. The attack, which also included a third, smaller blast outside the United States consulate in Denpasar, left 202 people, including 88 Australians, dead. A file photo of the aftermath of the Kuta nightclub district of the 2002 Bali bombings. AAPI. Late November 2008, convicted terrorists Imam Samudra, Amrozi Nurhasyam and Huda bin Abdul Haq were taken to Execution Island, Nusa Kambangan and shot dead by firing squad for their roles in the attacks. For Mr. Ewer, the passing years have somewhat helped heal his wounds from that night, though as the anniversary date loomed, the night of the blast vividly revisits him. The other night, it was clear, he says, of a nightmare he experienced before pausing. It's always there. It will never leave. You just try and work your way through it. The pain has been beyond devastating. Faces of terror. Some of those responsible for the 2002 Bali bombings. Naomi Cortines, among family members of the victims, who knows all too well the tragedy of grief never leaving you. She lost 2 of her sisters, Jane and Jenny, in the bomb blast on the Sari club. They were widely loved and remembered for the joy and abandon with which they chased humor, as well their enjoyment of food, wine, anything that facilitated a good time with those they loved. She wrote in a piece in the New Matilda, when they were taken from us in the Bali bombings, the pain and lasting effect left behind has been beyond devastating. Steve Mason from Cronulla is another. He and his family lost his cousin Jody Wallace, who spent her 30th birthday in Denpasar's morgue. File photo of floral tributes to victims of the 2002 Bali bombings, including NSW woman Jody Wallace. Such a sad day for our family and all the families who lost loved ones in the Bali bombings 15 years ago today, Mr. Mason wrote in a touching tribute on Facebook. I say hello to you Jodes basically every day when I see the memorial down at Cronulla, and to this day still miss you. Gone but never ever forgotten. I love you Big Coo. Jessica Hardy is yet another. The former bubbly Big Brother contestant and radio personality lost her younger brother, Billy, in the bombings. Overnight she posted a bittersweet post with the image of an orange ribbon. Jessica Hardy's bittersweet message for her brother, Billy, on the 15th anniversary of the 2002 Bali bombings. Facebook. The eve of the most despised day of my life, 12:10. Bali bombings 15 years on, the post read. These days, to mark the anniversary, Mr. Ewer makes sure to celebrate being alive by always spending the day with his family and parents. I'm still here. I survived, but a lot of people didn't, he said. There are people who I know that did pass away. All my thoughts are with the friends and families that didn't survive, he said. Copyright 9 Digital Thai Limited 2017.